pretty sure the stream is on, but everything is messy. Good. Okay. I can do that. Open this up, get the link. Mute the fuck out of that stream. No, man. Okay, halfway through game number 1, I'm finally here. Let's fucking go, guys. We got a match. And it's tied. So, a little insight. I had the pleasure of running a scrim against the Spirit Airlines last night, and they were looking genuinely like 3 steps up from where they've looked at the beginning of the season. I'm just tuning in now to the actual game itself, so I'm not sure how they've looked yet thus far, but yeah, they really were upping the pace, the consistency, the power, like everything these guys were doing was like 10 steps up from what they've been so far. So I'm really curious to see how they can fare against a Gigas and Paris team, which, you know, a solid few people are quite scared of. This Sus-Selena duo is obviously a powerful one. It was a miracle how Selena was able to fall to Sus's team in the draft, but of course that did mean Sus got, I believe, just last pick overall in the second round of the draft. But he gets Master Giga for that, and it seems like they've been pretty happy with him so far. So we just get to see how these guys go. 1 minute and a half remain. Josh is shocked by this. I think Josh, based on his rankings at least, would have expected some stomping here. But these Spirit Airlines guys, they've got some heat. If they're playing on their game, they've got some potential. But as I say that, Selena sinks a shot to go up 2-1. Oh, a nice center there from a bump of Dale, but Jar was sitting a little too close. Dale gets the cut back on offense, though. I don't love the chase on zero boost. He doesn't even go for the corner either. He's just blind to that ball right now. And the ball's just going to get a pinch right towards the net. Jar barely able to get back and save it. And now we have an onslaught on the net of Spirit Airlines, but they're able to keep it out just barely. Jar and Janitor double commit for that one. Keep it on offense here for Spirit Airlines. They need 1 goal here, next 20 seconds to force an overtime. Sus is going to try to make that too. Gets a nice little center to a teammate who isn't quite there, and Janitor and Dale are going to get a nice pinch downfield. Jar with 0 boost, going to try to make some kind of offense happen. Won't quite be able to. And now Janitor on 0 boost. Dale coming in with a follow-up. A nice demo from Jar. If Dale can keep this up going downfield, but he can't. Fix the dang overlay? Oh, wait, what? Oh, it's Best Friends Club. I see. Yeah, you might have just gotten here, but, this was a very thrown together stream last second. Hopefully that fixes it. There we go. And it is the other way around, isn't it? I wonder if there's just a way. Yeah, just do that. There we go. Bang, bang, bang. Yeah, good fight from Spirit Airlines there. just getting beat in the aerial game a little bit, I would say. The one goal I was able to see was Janitor just not being able to get up quick enough to get a nice touch on a shot from, I forget who. Oh, a pause coming in. Well, it seems like Giga, Master Giga, is glitched or something. Now we got a tech pause. Seems like we'll be underway pretty quickly here, though. I do need to swap the win to the other team still as well. I can do that real quick. Good catch. Giga buries one for Gigas in Paris. Early in game number 2. Yeah, just a beat on Spirit Airlines first man. Jar not prepared for it. It's going to sink right past him. I think, oh my goodness, Dale. Going to sneak it in early off kickoff to keep it tied. Anyone just tuning in, I was saying earlier I did get the pleasure of playing against the Spirit Airlines team in the scrim last night. And pretty much everything they were doing was like a solid few steps above what we had seen from them in their first few series, at least in my opinion. They've been looking a lot stronger. Just as a team, as a unit, they've got a little more of a game plan going on, and it's working a fair bit better than anything they were doing before. I think in the times where these guys are feeling themselves, able to avoid some of the double committing problems and get into the air real quick, they can definitely do some damage. And I'm hoping we see a little bit of their potential in this series here, because they've yet to put on, a truly challenging performance to, Josh's rankings of, a lot of teams in the league aren't super worried about them yet, but hopefully these guys can give a reason to have fear somewhere in this series. And Dale gonna whiff that ball in the corner though. And Sus up for the pass from Selena, just gonna sink it right in. Not even a challenge there. Yeah, just 2 whiffs there from Spirit Airlines. Just gonna hand the goal right to Gigas in Paris. I would like to see the Spirit Airlines team do some damage. Not that I have the utmost faith. If I did have to predict, I would still call Gigas in this series, but I'm hoping they can at least put up a fight. Get a game or two would be nice to see. From my experience, their weakest aspect is still very much their defense. I mean, we just saw that. Double commit. Those are frequent with this team. As are, many of the teams in this league. I think the defensive formation tends to have a lot of panic around it, and a lot of ball chasing tends to happen. But Dale trying to sink it, not quite going to. Off a nice pass there from Jar. Still half a game to go. 2-1 in favor of Gigas. The Sus-Selena combo is mixing quite well right now. Sus just right there to capture a lot of the touches Selena's able to get here. And vice versa. There for the pass is Selena getting blocked out by 2 Spirit Airlines defenders. Jar gonna try to come off the wall. Not a lot of boost to do much with. Is just gonna get it off the back wall. Down to Janitor, gonna get blocked out by Aximov. Now Dale off the back wall with 0 boost, going to try to clear it away. Is there a Giga ready for that? There is not. I'm seeing, oh my goodness. I'm seeing a terrified defense here in the name of Spirit Airlines. I mean, it's a lot of, I don't want to pin it on Janitor because I really don't think it's his fault. He just happens to be the last guy back in a lot of these shots, but that is also something that Jar as a captain and Dale as a second man have to be aware of when they're playing on defense, is to allow Janitor to kind of do his thing and not leave him alone like that. We're going to see Dale rotating back behind Jar, who's going to just barely miss that ball. Selena gets a nice challenge to keep it in the side of Spirit Airlines. Janitor going to try to tip it somewhere, just away from the net. Now Selena up in the air. Not going to be able to do much. Blocked out by 2 Spirit Airlines players. And Jar gets it downfield, but Aximov right there to catch it. Not a worry in the world. Even able to block the shot that he accidentally passes out to Jar. Ooh, and not favorable touch off the wall there. Going to lead it, make it difficult to get a shot on net. Selena there for the pass. But Spirit Airlines are holding on pretty well. Down 2 goals. They do need to make something happen here pretty quickly. Jar sitting a little back, ready to collect that ball. It is going to get away from him, though. Master Giga going to try to jump to block a shot that didn't exist. Now Dale's going to try to just power clear it away. He does get the beat on Master Giga. Now Selena pretty much alone on defense. Sus able to collect the boost and get back in time. But Jar's going to just whiff. And the offense is going to sputter out into nothingness, as Giga's just kind of cleared away pretty easily. Unfortunately, Spirit Airlines seem to be struggling to get any kind of offensive pressure going against this Giga's team. That is kind of somewhat the effect that Sus will have. I do believe that, he's a more defensive-minded player, and as such, it will be harder to score on him. But when he's linked up with Selena, the goals come easy on their side regardless. Yeah, I mean, we all knew after the draft that this was a dangerous duo, and they're showing that in game number 2 against Spirit Airlines. 2 assists from Selena. 2 goals from Master Giga, getting involved in his own right. Spirit Airlines got to pull themselves together here if they want any chance at any kind of comeback in this series. The defense has been lackluster. Janitor, they're only getting 36 points. There's levels to this team, and they need to find the next one, and they need it quickly. Otherwise, another pause. Otherwise, they're likely to sputter out into nothingness. Same thing again. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, we're just going to restart from kickoff there. Here we go. Game number 3. Spirit Airlines on their last leg. I think their 3rd series of the season. Dale just going to completely whiff off the wall there. It's a tough one. Sus coming in on offense. Can try to touch it just over Jar. Jar's going to get a nice lock. Janitor trying to jump at something. His aerials are looking a little rough today. Perhaps not warmed up or something. Dale, another whiff off the wall. Dale also looking to have a rough series here. A lot of double commits coming from him, a lot of panic I'm seeing in his play, and he's just not feeling it right now, it seems. It's a rough-looking series so far. They're stuck on defense against the Gigas and Paris team, who has almost full control of the boost. Jar, the only player who has much of anything in the tank. Janitor going to pick up some boost as well. But we just see that ball fly right into the net of Spirit Airlines. Oh, cool. We love you here in the booth as well. Even though I know you're lying to me. It still warms my heart to see you say those words. Regardless of how true they might be. Yeah, I mean, the story reigns true again. I think in an interview, actually, Dale told me that this team's game plan as of right now is just score more goals than get scored on them. And, I mean, the series, they haven't been doing too hot in that regard. Oh my goodness, it's rough. A lot of whiffs coming in from Dale this series. Jar accidentally going to pass it out to Aximov, who's just going to sink it right past the defense of Spirit Airlines. The defense has always been rough for this team. They're well aware of that. That does not come as a shock to any of these three players, but they really need the offensive pressure to be hitting more than it has been so far. They really do just kind of seem outpaced, outpressured, boost starved a lot on defense, and just losing control of the ball as well. Whereas Giga's, every time I've seen them on an offense, I've seen Sus kind of stuck to that ball. He hasn't often been booming it away down into the Spirit Airlines defense. It's always been a soft collection, perhaps a pass to a teammate. Just something that has some thought behind it, that has some opportunity to evolve into something. Whereas a lot of the touches I've seen from Spirit Airlines either just get snuffed out immediately, like that play from Dale, just getting demoed by Aximov immediately, or it's just kind of a boom out back into the Gigas as soon as they could try to collect the ball. Definitely a point for these guys to think about going into their next series. I mean, or continuing on in this game. There's still half a game to go. They're only down 2 goals. It's far from insurmountable, but they really need to be turning something up. And that is not what they need from Dale. Dale on 0 boost, just challenging a lot right now. Not focusing on stability in any sense of the word. Jar's going to try to hit it down, maybe into a teammate, or maybe it's an accident. Who can say? Giga again. Nice bump on Dale, but Aximov didn't quite trust it. I mean, everything I'm seeing right now is just chiseled from Gigas and Paris. They're not looking panicked at all. They're not looking like they're needing to rush any plays. They're not looking like they're worried about what the Spirit Airlines players are doing. Whereas Spirit Airlines, on the other hand, are almost the exact opposite. It's a lot of panic. It's a lot of double commits. You saw right there, Dale kind of had to get called off the ball as Jar was going for it. Janitor just going to whiff there. Dale sitting right underneath him as well as he's going for it. It's very muddy. It's very disorganized here for Spirit Airlines. Any word of other tourneys that aren't the GTRLS? That is a wonderful question. I think we are into week 2 of the season, so I would look forward to maybe something coming up this weekend. Who really knows? I don't know if it'd be tournaments necessarily, but big calls with a lot of guys trying to play some games can always be a thing that happens. We have an Old Town Classic. Our 2s round robins are quite fun when we get a big group of guys on. Would not be disappointed to see that at all. Coming soon. But as an admin, I don't want to necessarily leak anything, but I will say the season has definitely been the biggest priority so far. The past, week, 2 weeks, whatever. Now, the Game 3, rounding down, so sad to see Spirit Airlines going out like this. It really was just a few mistakes. Giving away the ball, not keeping possession, a lot of whiffs on the side of Dale and Janitor. And unfortunately, they're going to see a sweep. Unfortunately for Spirit Airlines, of course, Gigas in Paris, very happy to see that. I don't think it's too surprising, at least not to me, that we're going to see Gigas and Pairs take the series. I just kind of wish there was a bigger fight put up. But what can you do? We will hop into a call now with Gigas and Pairs, our winners.
Who?
Fellas, I mean, chiseled play, I must say. It's a sweep, so there's not a lot to say. I mean, just well played overall.
Little sus in game one. We little a little annoyed we had to scrap together as quickly as we did, but that's all
Yeah,
right.
it was a very impromptu series. Kind of came out of nowhere in a way. But I think that came
Yeah.
to your guys' advantage too, because there were a lot of whiffs on the other side that were not there for you. Maybe that's a lack of warm up. I would say Dale, especially, was looking a lot stronger when I was playing him last night, for example. Tonight, he didn't look like he was ready quite yet.
Mm.
But you fellas, I mean, in that game three especially, I saw nothing but chiseled play. Nothing but
Mm.
preparedness, nothing but calm. Like, I was seeing very much the opposite on Spirit Airlines, but you boys, I mean, you looked like you had it in the bag the entire time. There was never a moment where I thought these guys are looking in trouble, these guys are looking uncomfortable. There was none of that. Uh, I mean, what can you say about that? Is that kind of a game plan you come in with? Is that just something that kind of formed on its own throughout the series? It's just you kind of realized you had it in the bag over time, or what was going on here?
Um, I think we definitely knew that we could come out and just potentially get a sweep. I don't think we necessarily like land a sweep, for example. We spent some time scrimming them, so we kind of knew what sort of tactics they might implement, and I think it was a little bit of figuring out our tempo as we went along
Mm-hmm.
because in the first game I I can't recall the scoreboard, but I just know they had a handful of shots, and then in the games two and three combined, they had 3 shots. So
Yeah, you guys definitely. I mean, in game three, it showed the most to me, especially, but game two, it really just looked like the Sus and Selena link up with Giga cleaning up any stray balls. He had 2 goals at the end of the game too, and you and Selena were just linking up everywhere. Every touch felt like it was followed up by the other guy. It was amazing to see.
We like to link
yeah.
up.
It was very
Hmm.
linked. But
I
no, very
do
very
think
well
we could
played.
have played better.
There's always
Yeah,
better
Yeah.
to
kind of
play.
played
I
bad.
wouldn't worry too much about that, but I mean, just improving yourself individually is the best thing you can do, really, to a certain extent. But no, I mean, it seems like Spirit Airlines are all gone. They're not looking for any kind of speaking of what just happened to them. So this
Oh,
is the only interview I'm gonna have. So I
should
don't
we
have a
do
lot more
two
to say.
interviews?
Yeah, you could. I just don't have a lot more to say. I mean, congratulations. That's a sweep. I mean, according to Josh's rankings, according to I think the general consensus of the league, that isn't a super surprising result. I would love to see Spirit Airlines put up more of a fight, though. I will say that. It just felt like their offense wasn't able to get going. One thing I was saying in game three is you guys, at least especially Sus, every time coming out of defense, every time you would have any kind of pressure against you, the ball was very controlled, which is not
Mhm.
something that Spirit Airlines was feeling. But every ball, every hit felt like either you were following your own touch or it was a pass out to a teammate. Whereas Spirit Airlines, every
Yeah.
touch they were getting on defense felt like, get it away from me. Get it away from my net. Whereas you guys were like, keep it with me. I want to attack. I want to get a goal. And it worked very well.
Yeah, that last game we had 11 or 12 shots, and
Mm-hmm.
we almost held them to 0 shots. There was like
Yep.
1 minute to go, and Jar got a
Yeah.
shot on goal.
Yep. And I mean, that essentially what I'm saying, what I was just saying is a big impact of that is like you had them on defense the entire time and they were never able to like get anything strong going because you guys, it's just anytime they would try, it was just you collected the ball. You kept it to yourselves, you kept it in your hands, and they couldn't take it from you. It was really well played.
Yeah.
But anyways, interview has been plenty. But
Etho,
congratulations to
why
you
do you
guys.
have so many friend requests on Epic? That's like, is that 300
That's
plus?
no, it's 298. That's a normal amount, isn't it? I thought.
I just have one, and it's from this guy named Aximov, and I won't accept it.
Oh, oh, he's probably in the list somewhere too. I don't fuck with that guy too much, but
Oh, he's on the list.
He's on a few
All
lists,
right.
yeah.
All right.
Mine included.
No.
But no, I mean, congratulations on the sweep. Keep that momentum going. You guys are looking fantastic out there. I'm really excited to play you guys myself because you are definitely a team I fear. But I'm curious how we can do against you guys. But that's here nor there for another day.
Are we 5th now on the power rankings?
It's hard to say.
we
Who
go up
have
one?
you guys
Power-
played
power
now?
ranking. We played 11.
Yeah. So it's hard.
Yeah,
It's hard
and
to
then
say
they're-
really much
hard
of
to say.
anything there. I mean, your results have kind of been expected to an extent. So
Mm.
nothing's
We're just
confirmed.
taking care of business.
You guys are just looking strong. You guys are looking great. You're beating the guys you're meant to be beating. And I'm excited to see what you guys can do against the guys who are projected to beat you.
Mm.
'Cause the way
Nobody.
you guys are looking, you're looking really hard to beat. I'll say that. Not unbeatable. Nobody is, but very strong. GG's, fellas. And thank you to the stream. I think we had 13 people or something in here at one point. Fun series. Even though I joined halfway through game number 1. We still got to